There must be lights burning bright.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we have a special guest in the bunker, the one and only Knox Hill. What's up, man?
How are we doing? That was the voice of an angel, by the way. I'm already interrupting myself to talk about this.
Hey, man, welcome to NORAD. We about to put you on, man. So
wow.
I know you've heard of Elvis, but I asked you if you've heard this song, If I Can Dream, and you have not heard this song.
No, I have not.
There's a nice little backstory to this, and I think it's very relevant for, let's say, present day. And without me going too crazy, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything like that. I think this would be a good one for us to react to today.
Okay, I like that. That's a very intriguing intro and setup.
Hey, man, we gotta
lure.
You
we
have
gotta
my
lure.
I gotta bait. I gotta bait you in.
I'm on the hook.
All right, let's get
it.
Anyways, you guys, we're gonna put Knox Hill in front of Elvis. If I Can Dream, for the first time. If you guys are here for a first-time reaction, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. 40.
Hey.
All right, you guys, let me get this diamond-crusted logo down and pull up the damn video. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there I've been doing movie reactions, but over here is where we do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to them early, there's a membership link in the description. Gives you early access, updated every day, and there's a big catalog that hasn't been released yet. Ooh. So you could have some fun. Anyways, let's get this started. This is on Elvis's official YouTube channel. Please go over there, watch that without us, because what we're doing here, it's not a substitute for the original. It's important to support the original the way it's intended. We're going to push pause, make commentary, give our interpretation. So I know you're here for the reaction, but support the art, and let's get it popping, man. You ready?
What's popping?
All right, this is Elvis Presley, If I Can Dream.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? There must be peace and understanding sometimes. Strong wind of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining, oh everyone, tell me why, oh why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost.
Did he do this live?
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like, is this made for TV? Because the way the camera keeps cutting and stuff, or is this just a concert?
So this is his comeback special. So this was very important for him to, make a mark and kind of come back to relevance in this moment. Because, he hadn't been on the scene and this was a comeback special. Before I get into that, I want you to, what else are you?
All right, first was, he didn't waste any time. Like, the emotion came out pretty quickly. I was surprised by that. Like, we didn't really build it. Like, we just hit the ground running. You know how we talked about, like, when we did the guitar reaction, 0 to 100.
Yes.
And just starting at 100.
With Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, with Stevie Ray Vaughan. And this was a great example vocally of just going in on 100, not too far into it. and just really like the range, the emotion. But what strikes me from Elvis too is that it all seems so effortless at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just, some people just have that talent with their voice.
Yes. Now, so the effortless thing is because Elvis had always had the it factor. There's a lot of things people say about Elvis, but the one thing he had it. And he was beyond talented with everything he did.
He's got a gravitas.
Yes.
That's the word I was searching for. There's just a gravitas around him and his presence.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot going on. Just as Elvis is a black background. We don't need backing singers. We don't even need to show a band.
Yeah.
Like, just put this man in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just give him a microphone.
Yeah.
That says something as a performer, because sometimes, when record labels, companies, managers are dealing with performers, you could tell sometimes when they don't feel as comfortable just letting their performer be the performer.
Yeah.
They got to give you all the smoke and mirrors with it. Yeah. No.
This is fun. So you caught on a couple things, and even with what you said last, the impact this had on the culture was, first and foremost, this was his comeback special. This song is the last song he performed on the comeback special. His manager asked him not to perform it. It's not safe. This is why. This is for Martin Luther King. He was assassinated 2 months before, and this is literally a dedication to him. And when you really pick up on the lyrics, on what he's saying, this is him trying to bring America together, especially in a time where we're very separated racially. And so you were picking up on that because you're like, 0 to 100, the emotion. And it's because he's like, literally, this is a cry to America to change. And I think this is one of the, I don't know if it's more slept on, but I didn't know this about Elvis, and I learned a lot. And that's powerful because he is one of those artists that, he was getting shamed for doing black music, and a bunch of different things, like shamed from white people being like, oh, no, we're not playing him at the radio. That's black stuff type of things. And, I just thought this was incredible for me not to know this about him and him risking his career, and his relevance, but then landing it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're watching today in the year 2026.
Yeah, I think, too, when you talked about, like, it makes sense for today because you think about how divided we are, and we've been having discussions about this, like just that sentiment for trying to bring people together, like that shines through in the lyricism, which I didn't even dive into yet because I just want to talk about the performance and the gravitas that he got.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you've brought that around now because it's just, man.
Yeah.
Oh, keep shining, oh, everyone, tell me why. Oh, why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. Oh yeah, and while I can think, while I can walk, while I can stand, while I can talk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true. Right now, oh, let it come true right now. Thank you. Good night.
So, thank you. Good night. Like you hear the exhaustion because he just like you talk about someone, a performer giving it all. And for me, I think it's a bigger degree of difficulty too versus like when you see a live show and you're there live and you feel that emotion, to convey that through a screen and to connect. Like, I felt that emotionally.
Yes.
And then obviously you talk about the Martin Luther King Jr. angle, right? And him singing about a dream, right? And Martin Luther King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech. And then that coming around full circle for me now and like wanting to fulfill that dream. And it almost feels like a song lyric-wise from the perspective of MLK, right? And that's how he pays tribute. And man, like you feel that pain as well. Like it's an interesting walk because it's such an uplifting song. It raises you, it builds, but at the same time, there's a sadness as well underneath of it in his voice. Yeah. In a grief.
Yeah. And that's what we heard at the very end was the weight of the world on his shoulders. And you maybe, you being an athlete or a competitor, you know how it is when the stakes are high and then you're just relieved because you made it happen.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hearing, the relief in his voice from this pressure of sadness and grief the whole country was going through. And I thought this was important to play today without saying any names, that it's not the first time that someone has been assassinated on television and it's torn apart the fabric of America, but we've rebuilt from it, and all these really polarizing things happening. I think it's okay and good to go back and see how we've gotten through certain things. And, I didn't know of this until I did a reaction to it on this channel, and I would have never known of it if it wasn't for my audience being like, hey, you got to check this out. Then when I checked it out, then being like, yo, and I went and started. So I do my research after I do the reaction, so it's authentic. But I just thought that was so special because I've always heard so many different things about Elvis, and, he put it on the line. Like, he didn't have to do that. No. How easy is it to play it safe and be an artist? And this is when it wasn't it's trendy. When we watch the Grammys and stuff like that, it's trendy to pick up something and say, we're going to do this. We're all doing this. This is when it was like, bro, this is not what, the society wants you to do. This is counterculture for real. So this is a revolutionary act in my opinion.
And this is what we talk about, for me, makes great art. Is great art that creates a discussion. Great art that truly makes you feel.
Yes.
And great art has a defiant spirit about it. And we've been sat here working through different reactions, reacting to some great defiant art. And that's here too.
Yep, absolutely. Anyways, you guys, we put Knox Hill in front of If I Can Dream by Elvis for the first time. So not only did we watch history, we just made YouTube history.
Let's go.
I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions and this collaboration. I will make sure to tag Knox in the description and in the handle. If you didn't know, he's an excellent rapper, but he has a wonderful breakdown channel. So make sure to go check him out. And if you want him to, maybe check out some more Elvis or something in this range, holler at him because he has multiple channels and maybe he'll do that.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, you guys. Catch you on the next one.
See ya.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.